Okay, I'm gonna be doing a deck build for Spellbooks / Prophecy. Now, this deck doesn't have very many monsters. It's only around 14. I'm just gonna double check. 13 monsters total. Now, because of that, you do not want to run stuff that blow up monsters like Dark Hole or Torrential Tribute. You want to keep as many as you can. Alright, we're going to start with the monsters. 2 Veilers, 1 Jowgen, 2 High Priestess, 2 Spellbook Magician of Prophecy, 1 Stoic, 2 World, and 3 Temperance. Okay. You have Veilers for the obvious, negate stuff before your opponent attacks with strong monsters that have really broken effects. Jowgen, just for cock block, discard 1 card, destroy all special summon monsters, includes yours, and no monsters can be special summoned as long as that's on the field. High Priestess, you can pretty much blow up anything. One card on the field per turn as long as you banish a spellbook from your hand or graveyard. The Spellbook Magicians are just to search the deck for any spellbooks that you need. Stoic is to draw Temperance if you're having trouble drawing one. There's 3 Temperance because the effect is, I think this is how the effect works. If you play a spellbook and then you summon it, or it was already on the field and then it's your turn and then you play a spellbook before going into battle phase, you contribute Temperance, special summon Priestess or World straight from the deck. But the catch is, if you're going to special summon again that turn, it has to be a monster that's level 4 or lower, or a rank. Alright. On to spellbooks and other magic. 1 Crescent, because this card is best used at the beginning of the duel. You can only play it when you have no spellbooks in the graveyard. Search out 3, I believe they have to have different names, reveal them to your opponent, and then they randomly pick one, goes to your hand, shuffle the other 2 back in the deck. Alright, got 2 MSTs, just for protection. Book of Moon, you can use this to help you, like you flip your monster face down or your opponent's, whatever's necessary at the time. 3 Secrets, Searchers, get anything you want except another Book of Secrets. Can only play 1 per turn. Master, you can copy the effect of any normal spellbook in the graveyard by revealing a spellbook and having a spellcaster on the field. Now, if you're going to copy stuff like Crescent, you can, you don't have to, there doesn't have to be anything else in the graveyard because that's a cost. So Master can effectively copy stuff like Secrets and Crescent. Same turn for Secrets because it's not Secrets, it's Master just using the effect of Secrets. And Crescent because there's no cost, so it doesn't matter if there's spellbooks in the graveyard if you're copying the effect of Crescent with Master's effect. Alright. 1 Eternity. Now, how I like to play this is, let's say you banish something like Wisdom from the graveyard so that you can use High Priestess effect to blow something up. Play Eternity, you get Wisdom back to your hand. If it's your turn, you can use it straight from your hand during that turn, or you can set it and use it during your opponent's turn if need be. 1 Fate, very powerful card. It's at 1. Depending on how many spellbooks you banish from your graveyard, you can activate one of these effects. If it's 1, return a set spell or trap card on the field to the hand. 2, change 1 monster on the field to face down defense position or face up attack. Or 3, banish 1 card your opponent controls. Now, that's any card. It could be magic, trap, field, monster, whatever. 1 power gives a spellcaster 1,000 additional attack points for that turn, and if the monster that you played this on destroys a monster by battle that turn, you can search out a spellbook from the deck. 2 wisdoms, very good card. Spell and trap protection for spellcasters. Now you can only pick one spell or trap for the turn, but let's say you attack with Priestess of World, and then your opponent activates something like Forbidden Lance to lower your attack, or Mirror Force to destroy it. Hey, Wisdom, and then traps if it's Mirror Force, or you can say Magic if it's Forbidden Lance. Now, if they activate both, I would say just go for Trap, Mirror Force, hit them for 800 less attack, your monster's still alive. Spellbook of Life. You can bring back anything you need, whether it's high or low level. Usually want to go for High Priestess because of her destruction power. Alright, now this brings so much draw power into the deck, it's insane. 2 Grand Spellbook Towers. I don't like to run 3 of very many cards because they usually clog the deck. But Grand Tower is an amazing card. So check it out. Once per turn during your standby phase, if you have a spellcaster type monster on your side of the field or in the graveyard, you can return 1 spellbook spell card from your graveyard to the bottom of the deck, except the Grand Spellbook Tower. Then draw 1 card. When this card is destroyed by your opponent's card and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 spellcaster type monster from your hand or deck whose level is less than or equal to the number of spellbook cards in your graveyard. So, as long as it's being destroyed by your opponent's effect, you still get a special summon. 2 Phoenix Wing Wind Blasts. You discard 1 card, send any card in your opponent's side of the field back to the top of the deck. So if it's something like a BLS, back to the top of the deck. They don't have any more Darker Lights in the graveyard to banish. Hey, guess what they're going to draw next turn? That can save you for another few turns or so. Compose. Send anything on the field, any 1 monster on your opponent's side of the field. Let me see if it's the opponent. No, any 1 card, 1 monster on the field. Excuse me. Back to the hand. So you can use it on your monster if that would help you, like if it's a Spellbook Magician, or you can, just get rid of something annoying on your opponent's side of the field. 1 Solemn Warning. This can negate a summon, a special summon, or an effect monster that includes the effect of special summoning. All you have to do is pay 2,000 life points first. Right. 2 Fiendish Chains. This is just to get rid of your opponent's monsters with really, really good effects that are annoying, stuff you can't get over. They can still change their battle position, they just cannot attack with that monster, and its effect is negated. 2 Reckless Greeds. Now normally you wouldn't have this card in too many decks, but because of the Grand Spellbook Tower, instead of drawing 2 per turn, you activate this card, and you can still draw 1 instead of 2 cards per turn. So that works really well in this deck. 2 Mirror Force, very good staple. 1 Breakthrough Skill, another really good card. You can use it twice, so long as it's not the same turn. Bottom this trap hole, get rid of something high level junk your opponent summons. Now this is a 42 card deck. The majority are magic and trap, so just gotta be careful on how you use those monsters. And how fast you want to go to the deck really depends on you. If you're playing against 1 person, the faster the better. If you're on a team, you might want to slow it down a bit. And if you noticed earlier, the jargon that's in the deck is Korean, so if anyone's like, oh hey, you don't know, you're making that stuff up, bust out English jargon, read it and weep. That's the effect. Now, a lot of things Yu-Gi-Oh players don't understand is that you do not have to play limited. You can play however you want. You can use any card you want. If you want to test yourself, then hey, go limited, banlist, and all that stuff. If you don't, then it doesn't matter. Use whatever you want. It's not illegal. You're not going to die. Now, I have these just for people I play that aren't my friends, because they're the kind of people that I'm talking about. They think, oh, you can't use banned cards because you're not playing right. No, you can use anything you want. So, you can use Spellbook of Judgment, you know, when you're playing against people that don't care and whatnot. Alright, now on to the extra deck. There's only one tuner in the deck, 2 copies of Valor. Now, I have these here just in case, synchros, just in case that you can't get over getting rid of Jaugen, you know, and it's screwing you over too because you're not able to special summon. Jaugen, Valor, Underworld Fighter. If you have some other monsters, you know, you have a Stoic, a Valor, and Jaugen, Librarian. Some other stuff, you got Blackwing, Armwing, Ancient Pixie Dragon, Scrap Dragon, Stardust Dragon, Crimson Blader, and Angel of Zera. Now you can get all of these out in the deck, but of course it's not all going to happen in the same duel. I'm just saying it is possible. Like the lower levels, 4, 5, 6, and 7, or just if you need to get rid of Jaugen, you know, and you can with other cards, and you have to sacrifice a Valor to do it, you know, so you can special summon and win, you know, do it. If you have High Priestess on the field and a Valor in your hand, you can go for any one of the 4 level 4s, you know, if that would be a better choice. And we are on to Exceeds. Alright. Slacker Magician. I believe there are only 3 level 1 monsters in the deck. That's just in case, you know, like for the most part, you're not going to get out extra deck. Like, just because you don't need to or you can't, but this is here just in case you can and you're in a tight spot. Shining Elf. I believe Spellbook Magician. He's level 2 and there's 2. Herald of Pure Light. Monsieur Gachi Gachi. Leviathan Dragon. Wind Up Zen Mains. Now this one is very, very, very slim, almost like a 0% chance of getting this out, but it can be done. Empress of Prophecy. And the reason is because there are no level 5s in the deck. But you can manipulate levels with Synchros and Spellbook of Life. So let's say you bring back Temperance with Spellbook of Life. It's level 3, you banish a Spellbook Magician. It gets that level of the monster you banish added to it. So 3 plus 2 is 5. And then you just happen to sync for a level 5. You can overlay, get her out. But like I said, the chances of that happening are very slim, nearly 0%. It's probably not going to happen. I only have it in here because I like her. And last but not least, Hierophant of Prophecy. Much higher chance of getting this one out because you have 2 High Priestesses, but that's probably not going to happen that often either. But the chances are a lot better. Also, I would like to get, I think would be good for this deck, rank 3 Leviair. I believe you detach 1, special summon 1 of your banished monsters, just in case, you know, your worlds or High Priestess are banished, you need to special summon them, you know, go for some power to kill. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There's like I said, there's not very many monsters in the deck, but because of the spell books, the searches, it goes